Hi folks, welcome back to the bench. I know, another Wednesday, they just fly around. It's getting quicker and quicker every week. Here's one for you. What do beautiful guitars, James Bond and the World Cup all have in common? And stick around, you'll find out. And some of you will remember Mr. Phillips from last week's Workbench Wednesday video. We had the 60th anniversary Strat. And this week, we've got this beautiful Gibson. Oh, you can see all the wear and the patina on that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. I don't know what the combination is. Ah, bugger. So now I'm up the creek without a paddle. How the bloody hell am I going to get that open? This is going to take some creative ingenuity, some sublime precision, and above all else, patience for the job. Oh, get in! Well, that ain't helped at all, has it? Perhaps we need to approach this more like James Bond, see if we can crack the code. Right, Q, wire me the schematics. We're going to crack this case. I'm inputting the codes now. Blast, Q, it still hasn't worked. This is believable, this isn't it? You try coming up with new entertainment every week for you lot, it's bloody difficult. What do you mean, just give it a whack? Just have a look at this. Absolutely gorgeous Les Paul standard. It's going to be having a full setup with us, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I'd love to thank Gav, who recently came across the shop via the channel. Thank you very much, Gav, for dropping in your latest purchase. Just wait till you look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present one vintage Epiphone Casino. Gav has pretty much done the job for me. He's given it a lovely clean and a polish. And I'll tell you what, Gav, we'll get you a little Saturday job here, mate. You've done absolutely cracking. Well done, sir. So as I said, Gav has done probably 90% of the work on his own. We've just got to get these fret ends sorted. They are a little bit sharp. So I'm going to run a bevel file across those and dress them. You've seen me do it before. You might get a little bit of a snippet on this week's video. Once we've done all that, we can get a set of strings on, get him set up, and he's ready to rock and roll. So thanks, Gav. She's an absolute beaut. Why can't James Bond fart in bed? Because he doesn't want to blow his cover. And I'd love to say a huge thank you to Mr. Smith. He's bought in this absolutely beautiful Squire thin line telly. He saw us on the telly and decided to drop in his telly. So thank you very much, sir. We're going to get to work and get this set up and sorted for you. We're in the Olympic white with a thin line cutout, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much, sir. So you are now watching your telly on the telly. Before I started this job, I owned a catering van, and I remember serving James Bond once. I said, "What do you want on your sandwich, James? Ham or chicken?" He went, "Bacon, not bird." You could say I had a licence to grill. So for these kind of jobs and having bound boards, I like to work at 3 to 4 frets at a time. It helps me navigate exactly where I am and how far I've got to, especially if I've got to come back to the job. I can then just use my bevel file to take some of the initial, and you can hear that there, sharpness away. My flat end file will then take any excess. And then lastly, I can go in with each individual fret and just take some of those sharp corners off. So we've got a boatload to do now. I'll have a couple of cups of tea. I'll get back to work. And I'd love to say a tremendous thank you to Joey for bringing in this absolutely gorgeous Ibanez RGAIX6U. It's like reading the bloody password on the back of your router, isn't it? 57 digits. This is a proper rock machine. Joey's bought this in for a setup and a restring and a little bit of TLC. There will be a short on the channel shortly for that, and I'll let you know on the Workbench Wednesday video when that is done. Come and have a look at this. We've got some very monster sounding pickups. The board is beautiful, and we've got just the one knob. So thank you very much, Joey. She's a proper rock machine. Just think of the Des O'Connor hits you could play on this thing. So for everyone that watched last week's Workbench Wednesday, we asked the question, do we sniff our guitar cases? Everyone humoured me in the comments, so thank you very much. It was good to know it wasn't just me that does it, because I'd have felt like a right idiot, so thank you very much. You'll also remember that drummer Tom is currently on his cruise. Tom Cruise. Just never gets old, that does. He's sent in a little bit of a photograph that he's asked me to share with everyone. And we'll put that on the screen now for you. And what a picture that is, Tom. Looks absolutely beautiful. But I did think it looked a little bit boring, so we've made a couple of changes. What do you think of this one? Oh, that's lovely, that is. And then how about this one? Beautiful that is the way the sunlight just fades in. That's absolutely beautiful. So I'm glad you're doing well, Tom, and thank you very much for sending it in. It's an honour to share it with YouTube, and hopefully they'll agree my adaptations were just a little bit better. I did have one last thought, and with it being on the sea and you entertaining everyone, what likely candidates of singer, band or celebrity might you run into? Here's a couple I thought of. So I figured you most likely will run into Seal, and then probably bump into Fergal Sharkey. And then lastly, what lineup would be complete without Billy Ocean? It's bloody great, this job, isn't it? So this week's question of the week has to be, what other bands and singers or celebrities could Tom run into on this cruise that are boat, cruisy or even sea related? Drop your answers below and we'll read some of the best ones out next week. There's also some breaking news in Britain, and no, it's not the heat wave that we are just not equipped for. We prefer it when it's raining. Our Prime Minister has officially stepped down, which means only one thing. There's an opening at 10 Downing Street. I think I could see myself doing that. Perhaps it would look something like this. And can you just imagine me servicing all of this equipment in the style of a politician? Jamie, how do you now feel that Gav is on the scene and appears to be doing a fantastic job of cleaning guitars? I wish my political opponent well. He's a worthy adversary, and it will be an interesting debate now to see who comes out on top. But in no time at all, his results are superior to yours. Do you feel pressured? Yes, well, I outlined at the start of my campaign what I would be doing and how I would be doing it. And did you threaten to overrule him? We discussed in the interim what would perhaps be the best course. But did you threaten to overrule him? We felt that at the time of that statement that it was perhaps best. Yes, but did you threaten to overrule him? Look, let me make myself perfectly clear. But Jamie, please answer the question. Did you threaten to overrule him? I have no further comment on the matter, and that will be the end of it at this time. Thank you very much. Thank you. What do we reckon, folks? Should I throw my hat in the ring? Let us know below. Hi, folks. Say hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Right, World Cup season is here. What have you thought about the previous tournaments?
It's going to be a tough one, I think. I don't have much hope. It's just the years of heartbreak. And what do you think?
If you think, once again, I'm going to build up my hopes and dreams that that team could bring that cup home for this country, you'd be absolutely spot on. Hey! It's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming, football's coming out. So that is now done and sorted for Gav. He can play it and be happy, and you could definitely say it's a casino royale. Sod it, we've come for a game, football. James is a dark horse, he's very good at this. Jumpers for goalposts. Well, some of us have got to work. I'll leave them to it for now. I don't want to embarrass them. And there we have it, folks. That's this week's Workbench Wednesday, over and out in no time at all. So what have we learned? James Bond can play guitar. That spot for the Prime Minister at 10 Downing Street might be coming my way. And you can always count on the lads to have a game of football when there's work to be done. As always, thank you very much for joining us. And as we have been ending the segments, alrighty then, tune in next time. We'll see you same bat time, same bat channel. See you soon. Bye, folks. Bye-bye.